So here with section 1.5, everyone, and every student I've ever come across gets a little bit trepidatious when we get to things like this because, as you see in the purpose, we are going to be writing and solving systems of linear equations to solve problems related to business. And so this can be very difficult if it's done a certain way. I frankly have a way that is better than that makes this, in my opinion, very easy. And so if you're feeling like this guy right here that's like, I don't wanna, it's too hard, let me assure you that don't worry, it's going to be okay. And so with that, everyone, we have our first problem here, our first little example. We've got Tanya, who has $150,000 to invest, and she wants to receive a $20,000 return on her investment. And in doing that, she wants to invest 10%. She wants to invest some in a safe fund that has a 10% return, and some in a more risky fund that has a 15% return. Just to be straight, the average rate of return on most things that are considered safe in the United States is about 7%. And so she's even being aggressive with the 10% fund. So 15% fund probably has a lot of risk associated with it, where she has a chance of losing a bunch of money if things don't go well. So with that, she wants to try to make $20,000 per year off of this $150,000 with taking as little risk as possible. So the way that we're going to approach this, everyone, and I'm going to pretend that the green stuff is not there yet, but anytime we see an investment mix like this, or a mix of any kind, we can make the statement that some of the money plus some of the money is equal to all of the money. And in that regard, we are going to invest some of the money, and some of the money is going to come back to us as a return. So if we look at Tanya's situation, do we know how much she's going to put in the first fund? Nope. And do we know how much she's going to put in the second fund? Nope. And so we'll represent that with X and Y. We do know that all the money she is going to invest is $150,000. And then the return on that money, one of these funds is going to produce a 10% return. The other is going to produce a 15% return. And all of the money that she wants to be returned to her is $20,000. So with that, we are going to bring our pal Wolfram on the scene to do the math around this. Wolfram will make this very easy for us, actually. And so I've already penciled out the equation there. So I put in x plus y equals 150,000. And then the word and. So anytime we're solving a system with more than one equation, we're going to put the word and in the middle on Wolfram. 10% x, or 0.1 x plus 0.15 y equals 20,000. And we will see that Wolfram tells us that Tanya should put 50,000 in the X fund and 100,000 in the Y fund. And so the X fund is representing the 10% fund, and the Y is representing the 15% fund. So our advice to Tanya would be to put $50,000 in the 10% fund, and put $100,000 in the 15% fund. And again, if Tanya was to play this a little bit safer and have less risk of losing her money, she would end up putting more money in the 10% fund, but her rate of return would be less than what she wants. So that's the framework that we're going to use to set all of these up, everyone. I hope that feels pretty easy and simple. It's going to be something we're going to repeat a bunch. So with that, we're going to be on to the next.